Welcome to Heal into Happy. I invite you to take an adventure with me into your very own universe as I guide you to go within, release your fears, and become empowered to create a life you love. I am your host, Lark Allen. My intention is to help you shine a light on everything that is keeping you from being truly free. You can expect this healing journey to be filled with love, laughter, clarity, and fun. Are you ready to take a leap of faith? Let's go. Welcome. Today we are feeling into step 3 as I share all of the different techniques and ways that I have birthed new things into my reality. Step 3 is actually something that I am inserting into the way that I birth new things now. I didn't know about what I'm going to be sharing with you when I was birthing my daughter Stella. And in retrospect, when things were becoming difficult and when I didn't have success with my first IVF journey and when I was having bleeding during my pregnancy with her, if I would have had this step, I feel like I would have had a lot less tension and I would have been able to enjoy fully the process of birthing her and what I was creating. So I'm really excited to have this bird's eye view of this important part of creating a life you love and a way for you to really just let so much flow from you, and you're going to get to hear yourself be your biggest cheerleader with this step. And the more that you do it throughout the day, the faster things will flow to you, and the more that your inner cheerleader will be supported, and the universe will really feel like everything is aligning. That's what it's going to start feeling like for you, because it is. Because what we focus on expands, and what we think about, we bring about. I'm encouraging you to spend a lot more time focusing on what you do want instead of focusing on what you don't want. And this step 3 is really important for that, because you're going to create your beautiful story of what you're birthing in for yourself to listen to over and over and over again. And it is so, so powerful for us to listen to our own voice speaking life into what we are desiring to birth. It is so healing on so many levels to hear positivity coming from ourselves, directed back to ourselves. It really creates this beautiful infinite loop of healing, and it really helps us start believing in this happily ever after birthing experience that we are creating. So, so powerful. So before we begin, let's get grounded into this now moment together. Breathing in nice, new, beautiful oxygen, feeling so thankful for it going into our body. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. And let's do a really big breathe out. We're releasing anything that's no longer serving us. Let's do some shaking. Let's really imagine just shaking off anything that came before we decided to get together today to discuss birthing new things. As we breathe in, we have new energy running through our body. All of our cells are lighting up and so happy that we're focusing on their happiness in this moment. And now we're breathing out anything that no longer serves us. It's poof, gone away. We are completely grounded into this moment where we are focused, we are present. If you want, you could do some exercises where you're feeling your hands. How do your hands feel? Do you feel some tingles? Maybe wiggle your fingers around. You give yourself a nice little hand massage. Really helps us embody into this present moment. Continue deep breathing. Let's anchor into our beautiful planet, Sophia Gaia, by imagining a cord going from our spine to our tailbone, all the way out into Sophia Gaia. We're connecting to her crystalline grid. So the whole time that we are hanging out together right now, we are getting grounded, we're getting healed. We are tuning into the beautiful anti-inflammatory healing that our planet gives to us when we tune in to what's available in that way. We're stretching, just sway like we're a tree blowing in the breeze. It's really feeling into this now moment and how powerful it is when two or more gather, instantaneous miracles abound. And now we're calling in all of our allies and guides, and we're calling our higher self home. Time to come home. And we're creating space for our higher self to really feel cozy and embodied into our consciousness right now, so that we can be fully present and really feel all of the parts of us that are so divine. We are so guided and we are so loved. Calling in angels to be with us, and have a paper and pen ready if you feel like journaling. And we're just really feeling into how loved we are and how possible it is for us to focus on birthing new things by doing this step 3 that I'm going to share with you now. Okay, what we're going to be utilizing today is the story that you created when you journaled with what you're birthing. I would like you, after we're done with this podcast, to go back to it, read it, feel into it, and then we're going to utilize an amazing feature that is in our phone, and that is the voice memo. I don't know if you've ever utilized it before, but it is an amazing space for you to open and to record new stories about what you're birthing. And before we get started on recording, I wanted to let y'all know something really cool. I like to open up Sophia Code and just ask for guidance. And when I did that today, I opened up to chapter 8, the chapter with Green Tara, page 137. And in this chapter and on this specific page, Green Tara shares that within the universe of your body, heart, and mind and soul, there is so much heaven for us to focus on. And yet, humanity as a collective, we tap into the collective consciousness. And there we will find a lot of fear, we'll find a lot of trauma, and we can really get lost in that and believe in the anxiety and the darkness that's there. But it's all an illusion. So we can disconnect from that by really just deciding I am going to disconnect from the collective consciousness right now, and I am going to focus on my inner universe. And all of my podcasts are about that, going within more and really figuring out and finding within this adventure of going within how truly powerful we are. And that's what Green Tara is saying, that within this lifetime, our higher self is guiding us back home to ourself, where we have all of this heaven on earth co-creative power within us. And so I just had to let you guys know that I thought that was really beautiful, that this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And I got a beautiful confirmation from page 137 of the Sophia Code. that this is where it's at. Really tuning into ourselves, journaling about what we're desiring, and then this beautiful step of utilizing our voice memo or whichever device and however you want to do it, where you can tell the story that you are desiring to birth into a microphone, and then you listen to it more and more and more. And now we have this added bonus from Green Tara letting us know that let's also say, okay, I'm disconnecting from the collective consciousness. I'm disconnecting from what my mother thinks is possible for me. If it's something that isn't for my best and highest good, I am breaking out of the box of what my friends and family think are possible for me. And I am creating this epic life for myself. And in doing so, I get to put that back up into the collective consciousness. And what a gift that is for all of us to be living happy, fulfilled, abundant lives. It helps everyone. So thank you for going on that journey for yourself and for finding your ultimate happiness and for creating your story and believing in it and nurturing it and focusing on it more and more and more. And then you just get to sit back and watch how it unfolds in so many miraculous ways that you never thought possible. So when you have recorded your story, you can say, I am disconnecting from everybody else's beliefs and I'm connecting to my own beliefs. I'm connecting to my own desires and I'm letting that co-creation get birthed. Instead of thinking about things I don't want, I'm going to think about things that I do want. So you just practice and, just like me, when I started to speak into this microphone that I have to record my podcast, it was a little daunting. So have fun with it, give yourself grace, get to know yourself, and start celebrating the beautiful activating voice that you have. And so you're just going to free flow, speak into a microphone and record what you are calling in. You are going to talk about it. You can create poetry with it. So, for example, if I were using a IVF cycle, since all of this month is about Stella and birthing new things and how I birthed her, if I would have been able to utilize this modality at the time, if I would have known about it, and I am focusing on a positive result of an IVF cycle, I would speak life into that. I am going into a fertility journey and I am so grateful and thankful for all of the doctors and nurses and staff doing everything that they could possibly do. The embryologists are amazing. And I am going into this cycle trusting and surrendering that if it's for the highest and best good for myself and for the baby that I'm calling in and creating space for, this IVF cycle is going to be successful. You can do this with anything that you're desiring to call in. If you are calling in abundance and money flowing to you, then you can just free flow from the journaling that you've done about all of the ways that money is flowing to you, how good it feels to pay off your final credit card. Really get into the feeling of things when you're recording these stories so that every time that you listen to them, you can get happy tears because it feels so real and good. And the more that you're listening to these beautiful stories of your success and your happiness flowing into your reality, the more that things start miraculously aligning for all of the things to happen. I believe that the more that we are focusing on all of these kinds of things, journaling, waking up feeling happy, listening to our stories, creating our stories, calling them in, believing in them, over listening to other people's stories, over watching Netflix, over watching the news that is just straight up fear porn that just causes anxiety and dismay and doesn't change anything in your life. These are the kinds of things that we can start doing more and more and more. And that is how we create our heaven on earth. You can record your stories and then you can go outside barefoot and ground in the sand or in the grass and just listen to yourself, believing in yourself, and just really enjoy listening to your story. It's so, so powerful. And then on top of that, we can utilize our phone to set reminders to listen to our story. Because now that I love this modality, I have to say that sometimes I have forgotten to listen to the stories, and it takes time to get used to focusing on positive things and what could go right and birthing new things and really believing in your capabilities of being a master manifester. You know, we can forget to do all the things. So you can set reminders in your calendar to listen to your story, and you could put like a little note that pops up as a reminder on your phone every day at 11:11, which is an angel number, that you listen to your story. And you could put a reminder, let's listen to what we're creating. Let's listen to what's coming into our lives. Let's listen to, you could say, time to listen to our happily ever after. Anything that feels good to you, get creative with it, have fun with it. I have so many reminders on my phone for different things. You can also set reminders to have a dance party so that you are listening to your story while dancing. That's really great because you are bringing in all of your senses. You know, you're letting your body know that you're happy enough to dance, and you're celebrating and you're hearing. You can just be like, yes, 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 it's happening. It feels so good. It's just really beautiful what you can do with your phone to utilize it for good, to utilize it as your friend that is helping you focus on what you do want instead of focusing on what you don't want. And anytime that you're feeling a little bit down, you always have this beautiful reminder that can pick you back up again. So if you are wanting a new career, then you can utilize everything that I just shared about. Journal, feel good in the morning about the new career path showing up, and then listen to your story as much as you possibly can throughout the day so that you can hear your beautiful voice believing in you and creating space for all of the things that you're calling in and all of the beautiful things that you're birthing. So that is step 3, my beautiful friends. I am so excited to hear from you. I would love to hear comments about how it feels to have voice recordings of yourself calling in all of the things that you desire and what that has done to impact the way that you're birthing new things. So until we meet again, happy recording your dream life, happy recording creating a life you love, and remember that what we think about, we bring about, so we might as well bring about some really beautiful things, don't you think? All right, until next time, I am offering you so much love and so much light.
Thank you for joining me today on Heal into Happy. My prayer is that you have gained more insight into your healing journey and that you are one step closer to loving yourself more fully in this now moment. And if you could do me a favor, please leave me a 5-star review over on iTunes. My passion is empowering others on their healing journey, and with your review, you may help others struggling to heal find this message. Be sure to visit me at healintohappy.com for past episodes and more ways to connect with me. Also, please always remember that I am offering you so much love and light as I celebrate the divine sovereign being that I see in you.